Capoeira is an Afro-Brazilian martial art that combines elements of dance, acrobatics, music, and spirituality. Unlike traditional combat styles, Capoeira emphasizes fluid, continuous movement over rigid stances, with its signature swaying step forming the foundation of its technique. Known for its dynamic, dance-like motions, Capoeira integrates a mix of curved kicks, spins, sweeps, and even punches. But how does this unique fighting style compare to karate, a discipline built on precise, powerful strikes, including punches, kicks, knee, and elbow techniques? Could Capoeira's rhythmic agility overcome karate's structured and direct approach in a real fight? In this sparring session, we witness a fascinating clash between a Capoeira expert and a karate fighter. Although the match is friendly, the intensity of their contrasting styles could make it feel like a real battle. As the fight begins, both competitors take their time, carefully analyzing each other's movements before making their first move. This calculated approach helps them avoid reckless mistakes that could leave them vulnerable. The Capoeira fighter is the first to strike, launching a series of fluid, dance-like kicks. However, these attacks have little effect on the karate fighter, who remains composed and steady. Moments later, the karate fighter attempts a counterattack. But in a surprising twist, his own kick throws him off balance, causing him to stumble and fall. Determined not to make the same mistake again, he adjusts his strategy. This time, when he executes a spinning kick, he lands it cleanly, without losing his footing. The action continues as another Capoeira expert faces off against a different karate fighter. From the start, the karate fighter displays overwhelming aggression, relentlessly pressing his opponent. His dominance makes it seem like the outcome is already decided. The fight reaches its climax when the karate fighter lands a precise, well-aimed punch to his opponent's face, sending the Capoeira expert crashing to the floor. After absorbing that heavy blow, the Capoeira expert becomes more cautious, determined not to make the same mistake again. Since this is only a sparring session, there are no official winners or losers, just a showcase of skill, technique, and the dynamic contrast between two martial arts disciplines. If you felt the previous matches lacked the competitive edge of a true fight, this next video might be just what you're looking for. In an intense showdown, Japanese karate fighter Nobutatsu Suzuki faces Brazilian capoeira expert Marcus Vinicius. Sit back and enjoy an electrifying battle. As soon as the referee signals the start, both fighters move cautiously, sizing each other up. But it quickly becomes clear that Vinicius is in control, relentlessly pressuring Suzuki and forcing him out of the ring.
Very good. All right. Very good.
Vinicius's aggressive approach against Suzuki, a seasoned karate expert, only intensifies. Before long, he manages to push Suzuki out of the ring again. Two solid punches and another successful ring out. It's evident that Vinicius holds a dominant edge, dictating the pace of the fight and leaving Suzuki struggling to keep up. Refusing to back down, Suzuki tries to match Vinicius's tempo, but Vinicius is simply too skilled, effortlessly forcing Suzuki out of the ring once more. In the final moments of the match, two devastating kicks from Vinicius seal Suzuki's fate, securing him a decisive victory.
And I told you at the beginning, there's going to be a knockout.
Yeah.
They're just two lethal kickers. Sure enough.
In another bout, Capoeira faces karate once again. This time, the Capoeira fighter in white pants squares off against the karate fighter in black pants. From the start, the intensity escalates as the Capoeira fighter delivers a swift kick, prompting his karate opponent to strike back in retaliation. The exchange quickly becomes a rapid sequence of kicks, maintaining a fast-paced rhythm. An amateur video captures an intense showdown between a capoeira expert and a karate fighter. The capoeira fighter takes control early on, launching a relentless series of attacks that force his karate opponent to stay on the defensive. Before long, the capoeira expert attempts to take the fight to the ground with a swift takedown. What follows is a thrilling sequence. After executing a spinning kick, the capoeira fighter traps his opponent's leg. But just as it seems like he has the upper hand, this move opens the door for a counterattack by the karate fighter. As the fight reaches its peak, both competitors push their limits, exchanging blow after blow in a fierce battle for dominance. With neither willing to back down, the match becomes a thrilling display of skill, strategy, and endurance. In another intense sparring match between capoeira and taekwondo, both disciplines are tested in a battle of skill and strategy. The first match pits a capoeira expert against a significantly larger taekwondo fighter. The question arises, can the smaller capoeira fighter overcome the size disadvantage? As soon as the fight begins, the capoeira fighter launches a sudden spinning kick at his opponent. But in a surprising turn, the referee awards the victory point to the taekwondo fighter, forcing the capoeira competitor to accept defeat. Moving on to the next bout, the taekwondo fighter faces an opponent of similar size, a capoeira expert with a comparable build and reach. As the fight kicks off, the capoeira fighter holds his ground confidently. Could this be the moment when capoeira turns the tide? But just as he tries to maintain distance, the taekwondo fighter lands a pinpoint kick straight to the capoeira fighter's face, visibly shaking him. As the match nears its climax, the taekwondo fighter delivers another well-placed kick, securing his second victory as the referee makes the final call. Returning to the first capoeira fighter, he now faces an opponent of similar size, leveling the playing field. However, the taekwondo fighter proves relentless, attacking with fierce aggression. Despite the pressure, the capoeira expert showcases exceptional skill, landing precise and powerful kicks to claim a decisive victory. The final match arrives, a battle to determine which school emerges victorious. Both fighters step into the ring, giving it their all. Fueled by adrenaline, the capoeira fighter unleashes his signature move, a rapid spinning kick that catches his opponent completely off guard. Not stopping there, he demonstrates his versatility by executing taekwondo-style kicks with equal effectiveness. But in an unexpected turn of events, the momentum shifts once more. The taekwondo fighter counters with a sweeping technique, taking down his opponent and securing victory as the referee declares him the winner.